want to report two big changes that are happening with USCIS. And these things are coming out on a weekly basis. One is what's going on at the citizenship interviews. Clients, when they go to the N400 interview, citizenship interview, they first, when they give their appointment notice, they immediately take your picture and do your biometrics. Then you sit down, you wait an hour. They call you up. You pass with flying colors. Congratulations. Before you leave, boom, capture your identification again. Another picture now, another biometrics. We've been told it's because USCIS is trying to catch fraud. Apparently, there are a lot of people who are going to these interviews. They say, hi, it's me, but it's not them. And then they are doing this test for somebody else. We're also seeing a lot of these officers are adjudicating these citizenship interviews all differently. Some are still approving it on the same day, which we've been told that they're going to completely stop, but they still are doing it. The consensus amongst a lot of citizenship immigration attorneys is that there's so many things that's being changed all at once that there's no uniform policy yet. So a lot of officers who've been there for a long time, they still have the discretion to adjudicate according to how they used to adjudicate until there's a final rule. There's a lot of other random things, right? Like at the citizenship interview, are you able to bring an interpreter? Will they use your interpreter? What can their interpreter do? What certification do they need to have? New policies came out, they talked about it. Are they enforcing it? No, not all of them. New requirements that weren't even announced, like for example, bring your children and your beneficiary to the interview and making that a requirement, but it wasn't written, it wasn't requested. There's all sorts of confusion around adjustment of status, around N400, USCIS right now. It's like an earthquake happened and your house shook and everything is on the ground. Everybody's trying to cleaning up, trying to move one file over here to another here. We're cleaning one room at a time. There's just a lot of different things. So just kind of go and help the officer do their job, be polite, do your best to prepare well, and don't be surprised if something is new that you weren't expecting. The second major update that we're seeing is that a lot of change of status applications are getting requests for evidence, are getting biometrics, are getting a lot of discretionary requests for evidence and whether to deny the case or not. Again, in the past, when you file for a change of status, it is not a discretionary adjudication, meaning the officer cannot say, I don't like you and deny your case. If you meet the requirements, you should get the benefit. Now it is not. Secondly, in the I-129 business change of status application, criminal records, arrest records are usually not a concern. Usually it's at the consulate stage, usually it's at the adjustment of status stage. Now they're bringing it down to even a change of status at the business case. USCIS is getting stricter. And when you're applying for citizenship, they're cracking down as well, making sure you are who you say you are and adjudicating you. At least I'm happy that fraudsters and people who, commit crime and try to smuggle people in have it much more difficult. But it's not a good news for the average applicant who's just confused enough about this whole immigration process. And now when what they say and what they do is different, it makes it even more confusing.